Okay, so a guy from Coin Bureau was talking with Altcoin Daily, and they mentioned Atom. He mentioned Atom that he quite liked the crypto Atom. So I kind of looked into it. I mean, I've had it before, but I noticed that Binance were doing a kind of staking offer or a decent offer, I would say, and Atom's obviously pretty cheap at the moment. Everything's pretty cheap, I guess. So I decided to buy a little bit of Atom. Current price of Atom is about 9.4. So I bought it just under that. I can't remember what I paid for it now, about probably about that 9.36, something like that. And so there is a staking offer. I've only bought a really tiny bit, really. It's just really to illustrate the staking offer, I guess. Um, so crypto savings, if we type in Atom, see what we get. So we get Atom here. So the APY is 21.9%, which is pretty decent for 120 days. So flexible, it's only 3.5. So that means you can take it out at a moment's notice, but you're only getting 3.5%. 30 days, you get 10%, 60 days, 12.9, 90 days, 15.99, and obviously 120 days, it zooms up to 21.99. So I figured I'd go for that. Now, the thing is, you can only put in a small amount for 120 days staking. And so I just bought the very smallest amount. So it's really hardly anything, okay? But so if I put max, okay. Now, if you look here, for 120 days staking, available quota is 5 atoms. So I've only bought about $45 worth. All right. It really is like a low amount. Okay. But, you know, of acorns and all of that. If you look at the price of Atom, if you put it on a weekly chart, it's been at 44. So if it goes up to 44, and I bought it at $9, then that's okay. I'm quite happy to hold on to it. And if I stake it for the next sort of 2.5 years, 3 years, and I can increase my amount that I get, and it goes back up to $45 per atom, then I'll have gained on it. So it's a little bit of an experiment, I guess. Um, so let's do that. I don't know, should I put the auto subscribe on? Yeah, actually, so I will do. So here, what you can do is leave the auto subscribe on. So in other words, when it's finished its 120-day cycle, if you leave that on, it'll resubscribe to the 120 days. And obviously, the 120 days staking is going to be the biggest percentage. So it's just a little experiment. Let's see what we get after sort of 3 years. I'm going to leave it in, well, 2 years probably. So 120 days, that's 3 months. So it's going to do it about 8 times. Um, it's going to restake. Now, I wonder actually, because if it's a maximum of 5, maybe it'll restake some of it in the 90 days one. So I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. Actually, it'll just be five, won't it? And the staking rewards that I get will end up going in the flexible, which won't be very much. But yeah. So anyway, auto subscribe. So 5 will go back in 120 days. So estimated interest will be 0.36 atoms. So what happens with this is you get paid on a daily basis. So it will be 120 divided by 0.36, roughly speaking, is how much you're going to get per day. So if you withdraw it earlier, what happens is you lose all your interest, okay, but you've been paid out your interest. So if you've been paid over 60 days, let's say, and then you decide, right, I'm going to take this out, you've been paid 60 days worth of interest. What they do is they take that interest off your principal amount. So the principal amount is what you put in, which is 5. So they'll take the interest amount off that 5 if you withdraw early. So that's what happens with staking rewards. So here I'm going to put auto subscribe on. So in other words, after 120 days, the 5 gets put back in. So I've read and agreed to the terms. Click that. So this is second confirmation. Please confirm that you have read, understood, and accept the following terms. Once I have enabled auto subscribe, my subscribed product will automatically subscribe to the same duration products and start accruing interest. Yep. If the total quota for the product is insufficient, your auto subscribe may fail to subscribe. Okay. And the amount will automatically be redeemed to your spot wallet. Yep, I agree to that. If your subscribed product lowers the total personal quota limit or product quota, your available subscription quota will lower accordingly. The amount for auto subscribe failure will automatically be redeemed to your spot wallet. Okay, so basically I'm not going to lose anything. So I hit confirm, and I'm now getting that auto subscribe. Yep. Back to simple earn. So that's done. So I've now put in my atom, my massive amount of 5. Just out of curiosity, what are the maximum amounts? So let's say you've got more atoms. You put the first 5 you'd put in. So let's say you had 100 atom. You put the first 5 into 120 if you put it into lock staking. Then you'd have a look at 90 days. Click on subscribe, and you'll see that the available quota is 1,318. That is a weird amount. Why is it that amount? I don't quite understand that. So for some reason, normally they give like an amount like 200 or 1,000, but for some reason, if you want to put it in for 90 days, the available quota is 1,318.601. Why have they come up with that figure? That is so weird. That is very strange. 60 days. See, that's more likely. 60 days, 10,000 atom. But 90 days, some weird random amount. Does it change each time? No. 30 days, 50,000 atom, you see. So, and flexible is probably unlimited. Now, the thing is to remember about flexible. So what's going to happen is my interest that I'm going to get from my massive amount of 5 will go into my spot wallet. And once I've got 0.1 atom, I can then put it in my flexible. Okay. And then I can earn 3.5% on that as well. So it's important to kind of do that. You may as well get it. So it's a small amount, but you know, all adds up and all of that. So that's what I'd do. So that's atom. It's up to you if you fancy go. It's only 5 atom. It's about under $50. So if you want to put in your atom for lock staking on Binance, then that's what I'm doing. It's entirely up to you. It's only a small amount. Obviously, depending on where you live in the world, $45 could be a lot of money. I appreciate that. So I respect the amount of money you've got or not got, kind of thing. That's what I'm doing anyway, and I've done it.